Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
On December 12, 2023, Orion, the brightest constellation in the night sky, will not give all its light. The red supergiant star Betelgeuse of Orion's right hand will be briefly hidden by asteroid 319 Leona. This is one way the heavens mark the time for the great day of the Lord. In Orion, we see a depiction of Jesus' wounds as the lamb that was slain and received the right to become King of Kings and Lord of Lords through his sacrifice.
And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the back side, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, Who is worthy to open the book, and to loose the seals thereof? And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, Come and see.
The Alpha and Omega signature of the Lord in the sign of the Son of Man confirms Jesus' new name in the star Alnitak, meaning the Wounded One of Orion. He alone is worthy to open the book. Applying the type of the conquest of Jericho, the 7 seals of Revelation that describe important developmental events throughout Christian history are to be repeated as 7 marches or seals on the 7th day. A 168-year period measured on the Orion clock as it ticked throughout the judgment cycle until our generation ending in 2014. Its 4 outer stars marked the end-time application of the 4 horsemen of Revelation 6. Details about this prophetic fulfillment can be found in the presentation The Orion Message for God's People, found on the website lastcountdown.org. The 5th seal speaks of souls under the altar, those who gave their blood as martyrs. At the end of the judgment cycle of Orion in 2014, they figuratively asked a question.
And when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also, and their brethren, that they should be killed as they were, should be fulfilled.
A time of waiting had begun until the number of martyrs would be fulfilled. In the article The Faithful and True Witness, it is explained how Orion is coming to the spotlight in the sign of the Son of Man, with the path of Comet K2 entering the constellation, and acting as a clock hand to indicate a final Orion cycle of 168 days from December 13, 2023 to May 28, 2024. During this time, we can expect the unfolding of the 6th seal of Revelation 6, when people will recognize that the time of God's wrath has come.
And I beheld when he had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
The right arm of the Lord, represented by the star Betelgeuse, will signify that the days of the sounding of the seventh angel will begin according to the oath of the angel of Revelation 10, which concludes with the following words.
But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets.
The Lord does not leave us in darkness to be overtaken by the day of the Lord unawares. The sudden destruction prophesied in 1 Thessalonians 5 may already be anticipated, as the UN Secretary General just invoked Article 99 of the UN Charter on December 6. Article 99 states, "The Secretary General may bring to the attention of the Security Council any matter which, in his opinion, may threaten the maintenance of international peace and security."
For when they shall say, Peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
All who look up to the revelation of the sign of the Son of Man receive the light of understanding and are not caught by surprise with the destruction that is looming upon the world, as the Lord manifests himself during the final harvest, which is unfolding right now. It is high time to receive what the Lord is revealing and to allow his law to be written in our hearts, to testify for his kingdom and his ways amid the turmoil on the earth, as Michael stands up, and there begins a time of trouble such as never was.
And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
It is time to give the seventh trumpet a certain sound of warning for all God's children, to be prepared to answer positively to the question posed in the sixth seal. Who shall be able to stand? May the light of understanding radiating from the sign of the Son of Man guide our steps at this time, and illuminate the earth with the glory of God, as was prophesied.
And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Would you look up in faith, blessing the Lord by acknowledging his sovereignty and power as the coming King, who is announced by his heavenly clocks?
The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
We invite you to subscribe to our Telegram chat, Alnitak newsletter, to receive notifications of the publications of our weekly spiritual lessons derived from the sign of the Son of Man, and our Alnitak chat, where we share important updates about how prophecy is fulfilling in connection with current events.